Hey guys, Gatsu here with my first major haul since getting back into YouTube and that. Most of it is manga. I bought a lot of manga this month, probably more than I should have, because I've really gone on a deep dive. A lot of volume 1s and stuff because I'm seeing what I want to get into and everything. Before I get into the stuff I have with me, there's a few bits that I got that I don't actually have with me, so I thought I'd tell you. And if you want me to, you can let me know in the comments below. If you want me to show them off in the next haul video, like next month's haul. Yeah, so if you want that, let me know in the comments. But what I've left at my girlfriend's house is the Drifters anime on Blu-ray. Got a really nice deal on that. It's so nice. I love Drifters, it's so good. And then there's a few volumes of manga. It's Buso Rankin, volumes 1 and 2, and volume 3 of Black Torch. So they're over there, so I can't show you. And I almost forgot, Happiness volume 2. So they're over there, so I can't show you them. But if you want to see them, I can show you in the next month's haul. So before I get into the big load of manga that I've got, I thought I'd show you a couple of pops that I got this month. I only got 2, and then I'll show you the games that I got, and then I'll move into the manga because the manga is the bulk of it. So just quickly. The pops that I got, the first one, not anime or manga related, but it's Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. Pretty cool, probably my favourite character from Lord of the Rings, so I was pretty happy to get that. And then I also got Bakugo from My Hero Academia, probably my second favourite My Hero Academia character behind Todoroki. I do need to get the Todoroki pop, but don't have him yet. So, pretty disappointing that I don't have him yet, but I'm very happy to have Bakugo, so that's cool. Now onto the games. So I got 3 PS3 games. I'm a big PlayStation fan, so first I got Tales of Zestria, my first Tales game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to. I've heard very good things, so I'm excited to play that. I got Bleach Soul Resurrection. I'm a big fan of Bleach. Well, I'm not a huge fan, but I like Bleach. I want to get more into it. I want to read the manga and everything. I really like the anime, so I'm very happy to have that. And then I got Afro Samurai, again, one that I'm a fan of the anime, so I'm very happy to have that in my collection. Then I got one PS4 game, which is My Hero One's Justice. Love My Hero Academia, love this game, although it is quite simple, it is a lot of fun. So, and then I have got one anime here with me. It's part 1 of Nobunaga the Fool. I keep seeing this at my work. I thought it looked really interesting, so I've essentially rented it from my work, and I'm going to watch the first part, these 13 episodes, and if I like it, I will return it and then get the Blu-rays. So, yeah. So that's the non-manga part of this haul done. I'm sure all of you are waiting for me to start showing off my manga. So, how am I going to start this? I'll go with what I've read first. I think that's probably the best course of action. So, first off, we've got Barrage, Volume 1, by Kohei Horikoshi, the guy who did My Hero Academia. I'm glad he went on to do My Hero Academia, because these weren't great. I also got Volume 2, so that's the whole series. It's only 2 volumes that got cancelled. I can see why it got cancelled. I think if it had more time to be fleshed out, it could have been better, but it was... it was pretty average. It's not something that I'm gonna remember fondly. So that's Barrage. Then I got volume 28 of Berserk. Shout out to Lavux, who got this for me. He had a little giveaway thing. He was like, on Twitter, he said, "Oh, if anyone can guess my least favourite manga, I'll buy them a volume of manga," and I got it. So thank you to Lavux for getting me this. He does have a YouTube channel, so go check that out. I will leave a description, a link to that in the description to go check him out. Big fan of his content. I have been for a long time, and he's a relatively nice guy. So definitely go check him out. And then volume 29 of Berserk. Shout out to Hero or Harrison, one of my best mates. He decided he wanted to be nice and do his own little giveaway, but it was basically rigged for me to win. So, and obviously I went for Berserk again. Love Berserk. Slowly catching up to the release, obviously volume 29. These 2 volumes they were a bit slower than the series. I love these covers, by the way. They're so nice. They are so nice. Miura doesn't ever slack. But yeah, I'm slowly catching up. These 2 volumes, they're a bit slower than the series is quite a lot of the time, but they are still it's still amazing. It's still the best manga of all time. And if you disagree, that's your opinion, and that's fine. You're wrong, but that's fine, and you can fight me. But yeah, no, I'm joking. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's cool, but I love it. So now on to Black Torch, Volume 1. As you can probably tell, as I said earlier, I got Volume 3 over my girlfriend, so obviously I'm going to have 1 and 2. So that's these 2. Now, a lot of people, it did get cancelled after 5 volumes. I've only read the first 2. But so far, I really, really like this series, like, a lot. So, I'm kind of wondering, you know, why it got cancelled. But maybe as I read on, it'll get a bit worse, and then I'll realise, oh yeah, this is why it got cancelled, because it's not actually that good. But so far, I really like it, and I know the mangaka has just started a new series, so I'm looking forward to reading that new series. So yeah, Black Torch 1 and 2, and then obviously I've got 3 as well. So then another series with black in the name, Black Clover. I got volumes 1, volume 2, and volume 3. So I've read a bit more. Obviously, if you've seen my latest video, I give my first impressions on, or my impressions on the first volume of Black Clover. I think I like Black Clover more than I let off, because so I have it. I have my anime list account. There you go. There's the spine. I have a My Anime List account, and I've given the manga a 7 currently, and I've given the anime a 6 because I've started watching the anime as well. But so I'm like, oh yeah, it's really average. But I keep thinking about it, and I keep thinking, oh yeah, I want to read more of Black Clover, or I want to watch more, and it's like, so I clearly like it more than I think I do, if that makes sense. But I don't know why. I don't know what's drawing me to it so much, but I think I really actually like Black Clover, which is strange because it doesn't seem like something I would really like. So yeah, that's cool. I'm glad. I mean, it's always good to enjoy things. Just a quick moan about something. Look at those spines. Does that irritate anyone else? Volume 1 and 3 have the new Viz logo, and 2 has the old one. Oh, it hurts me. It hurts my soul. But yeah, so this next one, a bit of a funny one. This isn't technically manga. I'll explain. So it's called Bleach Official Bootleg Color Bleach Plus. Now, I didn't look into this at all, and my girlfriend is also a fan of Bleach, and she was like, I thought basically it was a Bleach colouring book, and she thought it would be fun to, like, you know, just colour in, you know, something to relieve stress or whatever. But I get it, and it's like, it's got some coloured pages, and then it's like character profiles and that. So she was like, yeah, you can just have it. So I was like, okay, cool. So basically, it's just a cool, like, collector's item. So not technically manga, but I'm not sad that I own it. It's cool. So yeah, it's a little collector's item, Color Bleach Plus. I don't know, I need to get around to actually reading it at some point. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it shouldn't be in this pile actually, because I haven't read it yet. But next up, this one I bought, I think everything, yeah. So everything so far I got brand new. This is the first thing that I got pre-owned. So I got quite a few used volumes this month as well. This is Captain Harlock Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage. A bit of a long title. It's volume 1. I just want to, first up, before I talk about the series itself, 7 Seas charge a lot for their volumes. This is small. This is a small volume. It's thin and it's short. So why, like, you know, you pay, it's, in the UK it's like $6.99 retail for a Shonen Jump volume. You can normally get it for like a £5. This volume, brand new, is like £10, £11, and then like you can get it for like £9. It's like, it's smaller, it's shorter, and the print quality is the same, if not worse. So why are they charging more? I don't like that. It irritates me about companies like 7Seas and Yen Press. But the actual volume, I enjoyed it. I did get it pre-owned, so I got it for a good price. It's in good condition. It looks basically, in fact, it does look new. I got it for a good price. I enjoyed it. I didn't actually know anything about Captain Harlock before. I know he's like a long-going... I keep saying sorry about that. A long-going series. I didn't know much about it, but I enjoyed this. So, yeah, I should probably speed this video up a bit because it's already running a bit long. So I got volumes 1 and 2 of Junk. I saw these in a haul video before, and I also got volume 5 that I haven't read yet. Oh, that was upside down. I really like the spines. These, again, small volumes. They're quite hard to get. They're printed by a company called Dr. Master. Never heard of them. But the covers are cool. I really like the covers. I think they look really cool. The series itself, so far, is very weird and not super interesting. But it's only a 7-volume series, so I'm just gonna, if I can find them, then I'll read it. Because it's good. It's nice to have like a thing that's out of print that I can kind of collect. So moving on, probably my second favourite series at the moment. You probably know what it is after me saying that. My Hero Academia, volumes 14, 15, 16, love this cover. This is so nice. Also a really good volume actually. 17, also a nice cover. And 18. This series is so good. I don't understand. I've never read a shonen series as good as My Hero Academia, and it deserves all the praise it gets. It's amazing. It's so good. It does so well with its cast of characters, to keeping the stakes high and everything. Yeah, so many people sing its praises, and I get it because it's great. So moving on, we have one of my new favourite series probably, Dogs. Volume 0, I got the first volume new. So this is like a prelude. So the way this works actually is this volume was released, or this one's like 4 short stories about these 4 different characters, and these were released a while ago, like 2004, and then like 5 years later, the mangaka, Shiro Miwa, he then went on and made it into a full-fledged series with these characters. So volumes 1 and 2 I got pre-owned. They're a little bit banged up, but I got a good price on them. So, Dogs Volume 1 and Dogs Volume 2. Now, I was speaking to my friend Harrison, Hero, shout out to him again, he's a good man. He was saying to me, he never really heard anyone talking about this series. He'd always, like, he felt like he found it on his own, and, like, no one really spoke about it ever. It's really good. If you like seinen and you like action, the artwork and the action in this is so good. The backgrounds are very plain, but he makes good use of the space for the action. Makes it very clear what's going on. There's a lot of cool gunplay and everything. If you like seinen action, definitely give Dogs a try. You can probably find it really cheap as well. But you do need to read Volume 0 because you won't know the characters properly, if that makes sense. So Volume 0 is essential. But yeah, definitely read it because it's really good. I'm only 2 volumes into the main series, technically 3 because obviously 0. But yeah, it's really good, so try it out. Fullmetal Alchemist, Volume 1, next up. This used to be my girlfriend's. She likes the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I also like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. When I got back into manga, she was like, oh, it's kind of taking up space on my shelf. Do you want it? And I was like, hell yeah. So I read this. It starts a bit different to the anime, but it's really good. What do you expect? Fullmetal is like one of the highest rated manga all the time. If I do get it, if I do plan on reading it like all the way, I will get the box set and just sell this volume off. But for now, it's just a cool little one-off to have in my collection. I like how the spine's different because obviously it's an older one. It's got the little old Viz logo. So that's cool. Next up, I got this pre-owned. It's Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, Volume 1. It's the manga adaptation of the series. The top's a bit yellowed. But it's... yeah, it's okay. It's a manga adaptation of a light novel. They don't normally go very well. I think it got cancelled after 3 volumes. But yeah, I've seen the anime. It's just like the anime, so there's not much else to say about it. It's an okay series. I got it super cheap, so I thought might as well. Moving on. This is a full series. I got it brand new. It's Juno Taisen. I think it's Juno Taisen Zodiac War. I got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. Sorry if you can't see the spines properly because of the glare. I am trying to angle it properly. And volume 4. Firstly, I love these spines. When they're all together, they look so nice. Look at that. It just looks so cool. But yeah, this series was cool. It's a Battle Royale series adapted from a novel. I did find the ending quite predictable. Some of the powers were a bit like you were just letting them. Like the guy who ends up winning, his power is ridiculous. But overall, it was an enjoyable series. A lot of action, a lot of interesting characters with interesting powers. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And for the price I picked it up for, I got the whole series for £20 brand new. So like, you know, that's pretty good. Can't really go wrong with that. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Next up is My Hero My Hero Vigilantes Volume 2. I wasn't too sure on the first volume, but after reading this one, I think I am going to carry on the series. This was a lot more interesting than the first volume, and I had a good time with it. So, it doesn't stand close to the main series, but it is enjoyable. So, next up, this is an interesting one. So I watched a video. It's called Requiem of the Rose King, Volume 1. I watched a video by a YouTuber called Shay Geeks Out. Check her out because she's cool. She makes really good videos. But she did a video basically about shoujo series that guys might like, and this was one of them. I thought it looked interesting, and I read it, and I was kind of conflicted because I enjoyed it. But it was obviously out of my comfort zone, and there were some things about it that where I was like, oh, it's a bit strange. But I found myself really wanting to read more. So it's got a fantasy set, not a fantasy setting. It's got like a medieval setting, which is like fantasy and medieval stuff. It's like my favourite thing ever. So I actually really enjoyed this. I think I'm going to be getting volume 2 for my birthday, so I can continue it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. To the next volume, because this was actually really enjoyable. So, yeah. Then, next up, the last 2 volumes that I have read of my haul this month. I've been going through them quite well. I don't think I used to read this quickly. But this is one that's been recommended to me a lot by a lot of people, specifically Neptune Plays, Brandon. So, again, I'll leave his link in the description. Everyone I've mentioned in this video, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go check them out. But this is really good. Promised Neverland. I'm sure you've heard of it. Everyone's heard of it. Everyone's heard how good it is. I got volume 1 and volume 2. I just want to know what happens. Like, I read it, I get to the end of volume, I'm like, I need more. I need more. That's not enough. So, yeah, it's awesome. You know, it's not your typical shonen. I'm sure you've heard this all before. It's not your typical shonen. It's like a mystery. They're not fighting with fists and powers. They're fighting with their minds. They have to outthink each other. It's really good. I'm excited to read more. Now, last up, we've got my TBR pile, my to be read, the stuff I haven't yet read. Obviously, that's what TBR means. So we've got The Heroic Legend of Arslan, Volume 1. This is the art anyway, is by Hiromu Arakawa, the mangaka behind Fullmetal Alchemist. I'm interested in this. I want to read it. I've basically gone on like a big buy for. I got it secondhand, by the way. I got it for like £3. I've gone on like a big buy for Arslan stuff. So I found the Arslan anime on Blu-ray for super cheap. So my girlfriend's got me that for my birthday. Probably shouldn't know that I've got it, but I was there, so obviously I do. And then she's also getting me the game that's based on it, because I like anime games. I buy like every anime game, as you can tell by the beginning. Or as long as they're from anime, I like. That's why I don't have any One Piece or Naruto ones yet, because I haven't really got into those yet. But so I've got the anime, basically, for my birthday, which is coming up in like a month or two, and then I'm also getting the game. So I was like, I'll try the first volume. I like how the spine looks. I like the cover. I'll see if I like it. It's a fantasy series. I love my fantasy. I'll keep saying it until I can't say it anymore. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Next up, basically, there's a little story behind this. So I got Devil's Line, Volume 1. So I ordered, there's a website called World of Books. I ordered, I made like quite a big order from them because they have good prices anyway, because it's all second-hand stuff. And then they had a 3 for 2 sale on as well. And 3 of the volumes that I ordered, which were Solanin, Terraform Mars 1 and Terraform Mars 2. Terraform Mars 1 and 2 came in like bad condition, and I didn't like them. Like how the condition looked, I was like, they are not going on my shelves. Like, even some of the stuff I've got, they're not in the best condition, but like there's a point where I'm just like, no, I can't keep that. And then Solanin had a misprint right in the middle, so there's a chapter where something crazy happens to one of the main characters. And I was like, that's when I really started getting into it. And I was like, oh my god, this is, I really want to read on now. And then, I think it's like at the end of chapter 14 or something. And then 15 and 16 weren't there. It was just chapter 13 and 14 again. And then after that, it's volume 17. So it's clearly been misprinted where volume 13 and 14 have replaced 15 and 16 again. So I was like, yeah, I'm not happy with that either. And they were like, okay. We can't, we could refund you, but some of I think the 2 volumes of Terraform Mars I technically got for free because they're on the 3 for 2 deal. So they were like, hey, if you can find some other stuff for the same price, you can just have those instead. So this was one of them, Devil's Line. I've heard a lot about this. It's my first Vertical Comics volume. I think Vertical are, again, one of those companies that charges too much for what they actually give. But I've heard the series is really cool. It's about vampires. It looks cool, so I'm excited for it. I'm going to try and speed up now because we're already 20 minutes in. It's crazy. Booster Ranking Volume 3. I already said I have Volumes 1 and 2 at my girlfriend's house. And then, I also got Volume 3. These came in really nice condition, actually. They were from World of Books as well. And then one of the other books I got as a replacement was Hour of the Zombie Volume 1. Again, I've heard good things. I like a good zombie story when it's done well. So, yeah, looking forward to reading that. Then we've got Promised Neverland Volume 3. I really want to read this, and I'm fighting myself because I know I want to get more. I want to get to a point where I can just... Because once I finish the volume, I need to read more. So I want to get to a point where I have enough volumes where I can just keep reading it if I want to. So I only got 3 volumes so far. I haven't read this one yet. I'm fighting myself to hold out on it because it's so good. And then the last replacement volume I got was Chrono Crusade, Volume 1. So another YouTuber I watch, a guy called Lohali. Go check him out, I'll leave a description in the bottom. Super good, high quality manga YouTuber. He said he has the whole series of Chrono Crusade. He said it's really good, and I saw it. And I saw it looked really interesting. And they had it on World of Books. They had the first volume quite cheap. They had the first few volumes on there. So I thought I'd check it out. So yeah, Chrono Crusade, Volume 1. Seems cool. I will read it eventually. Next up, I have a full series that I have yet to read. It's a 5-volume series. I got it for eBay. I got it pretty cheap, in good condition. So it's called Blood Plus. I've got volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I thought this series looked like it would be either seinen or shoujo or josei or whatever, but it's a shonen series. I read up on it before I bought it, and the description sounds really cool. It sounds like a really cool vampire series. I have yet to read it, obviously, as I said, but I'm looking forward to it. Sounds cool. Now, last up, one more series. I got the first 4 volumes. Another huge series. It's a huge Shonen Jump series. I'm sure you can guess. Dr. Stone. So when I got volumes 1, I'll show off the 4 volumes while I talk. I read some scans of Dr. Stone when it was first being released. I got up to chapter 12 or 14 or something, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I was like, I really hope this gets a physical release in English. And you know, I didn't think it was getting like enough recognition at the time, and now it's huge. I come back into the manga scene and everyone's talking about how good Dr. Stone is, so I'm very happy about that. So yeah, that's the last of it. Dr. Stone volumes 1 to 4. This has been a long one. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you stuck through for the whole video. I really appreciate it. You know, just watching me ramble and all sorts. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope to be uploading more videos for you guys soon. And I will see you when I see you. You know, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Let me know if you want to see those other volumes in my next haul. Let me know what you've picked up this month. And if you want to pick anything up, especially if you're in the UK, because they're, in my opinion, the best new book provider in the UK. I have a Wordery affiliate link in the description. If you click on that, buy anything, I get kickback. So, yeah, awesome. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.